Hi, Liv Well. My name is Mike Fetsko, and I'm your wellness partner. And today we're bringing a workout, more abs. We're going to be doing some abs again today, all right? Everybody needs abs. It's summertime, the pool's open. Let's work on that midsection. Let's work on some core, okay? So, as per usual, I'm going to be going through every exercise first, just so that I can demonstrate it and you guys get a clear idea of what we're doing. And then you could either follow along with me or do it on your own, all right? Always there. Write these down, you know what I mean? If you like a workout, take it, you know what I mean? No secrets, Everybody takes workouts from everyone else, you know what I mean? So nothing that I do is any more special than anything else, you know what I mean? So feel free to use any of these workouts that you see on here, you know what I mean? Be my guest. But before you do work out, I always like to preface each video by saying that I would like you to consult with a medical professional before you engage in exercise. We want to make sure that you are able and confident and capable to perform any of these movements. Some of these movements are going to get a little bit intense. And if you feel pain or discomfort at any time during the exercises, I want you just to stop, okay? It might be something that we have to adjust. It could be an issue that you're dealing with right now as far as, like a bodily pain. But don't continue if anything causes discomfort, okay? There's a difference between like hard work and pain, all right? If it's hard work, then yeah, you know what I mean, let's go. But if it's painful, stop, please. Okay, so here we go with abs, all right? So the idea behind this workout right here is if you wanted to, what we could do is we could do what's called a snake. You know what I mean? We start at the top, we work our way down, then we get to the bottom here, and then we run the bottom all the way back. That's totally up to you. That's totally your option, okay, if you want to do that, all right? But these are going to be 30-second exercises, okay? I like to do abs or abdominal work or any body weight movement within 30 seconds, all right? You could do a number if you want to do 10, if you want to do 5, if you want to do 12, that's totally fine. But I'm going to be working in 30 seconds, okay? So we're going to be dealing with heel touches first, okay? Now this is an interesting ab exercise, one that I feel is a little bit more effective than standard crunches. Okay, what I want to do right here is I'm just going to lay on my back, and I'm going to bring my knees up, and I'm going to put them in a 90-degree angle, almost like I'm sitting in an invisible chair. All right, and then from this position, all I'm doing is I'm reaching for my heels. Okay, just making the attempt by keeping my shoulders and my arms in alignment. And all I'm doing is just raising my chest up, reaching for my heels. Okay. 30 seconds, or a number, you know what I mean? If you feel like 30 seconds is too much, then take your time. We want to build up the endurance. We want to challenge ourselves, okay? But we also want to be safe doing it, all right? Heel touches, a great alternative to just doing standard crunches, or sit-ups, for that matter, okay? The next one we're going to do here is leg lifts, okay? Double leg lifts. If these are too challenging, let's do single leg lift, all right? So the double leg lift is going to work on the lower portion of our abdominal region, all right? And I want you to visualize the lower part of the abs raising our legs up, okay? Now the difference is the adductors, okay? The muscles that attach to the groin, they control leg movement as well too, all right? So sometimes what you'll see is a lot of people are raising, and they're just raising their legs up and down. And what's working? It's the adductors, okay? Now these can tighten up, and it can cause a lot of pain and discomfort, so let's focus on raising with the abs. I want you to try to visualize that we're lifting our knees up with our tummy. You know what I mean? If you try to imagine lifting your knees, that's a closer proximity to the lower abs than it is for the ankles, okay? So if you just use that little mental cue, I'm raising my knees up, all right? It's like a reverse crunch, raising my knees up, all right? That's going to focus on the lower abs more than it is the inner parts of the hips, okay? Little misconception. Make sure we're doing them right, too, you know what I mean? You can be like doing these, I can do them all day, you know what I mean? I'm raising my legs up all day long. And we're hitting the adductors and not the abs, okay? Leg lifts, 30 seconds, all right? Following that, we have a standard staple, the Russian twist, okay? So from the profile, it looks like this. And the object is I'm trying to keep my core engaged, so I'm keeping my core flexed right now. I have my shoulders back, and then I'm hinging, or rotating rather. I'm rotating rather at my midsection, okay? Trying to keep my upper abs engaged as I'm turning, okay? Another element of difficulty is obviously if we're going to raise our legs up, okay? So I have to not only focus on raising my legs up, keeping my lower abs contracted, I have to keep my upper abs contracted too to maintain that position here, okay? Heels on the ground is going to be a lot easier. And then, of course, the further we lean back, the more it's going to feel, the more intense it's going to feel, okay? So if we're just beginning, all right, what I want to do is let's start off like this. Let's put feet on the ground, okay? And let's slightly lean back. So once you lean back too far, you go, oh, you know what I mean? Those abs are going to lock in tight. So let's get about right here, and we're going to rush and twist, and we're hinging at the core. And we're just tapping just little ground taps. But I want to make sure that my head is following my shoulders. Okay, what I don't want to do is just be twisted back and forth for no good reason. Right? This is a compromising position. Obviously, we're maintaining our position with our core right here. We're leaning back. The lower back can be, problematic. So, like I said, we want to perform every workout with a purpose. Okay, I know it's hard. I know it's tough to do sometimes, and you want to just get through them. Focus on what we're doing here, okay? The more we focus on what we're doing, the more intense it feels, and the less chance of injury that we'll have. Rush and twist, 30 seconds, okay? Now, it's going to get a little bit challenging here, okay? Let's start off with some easy ones first, okay? The easy ones first, the plank rockers. So, we're going to perform a plank on our toes, okay? So we're going to go down on my forearms right here. We're going to perform a forearm plank, all right? And I'm going to pop one of my toes, flatten out my back, and engage my core. So, what I'm trying to do here is trying to keep my short back, butt, legs in alignment, bracing my core, and I'm just going to rock forward and back, right on my toes. See how I'm moving my toes? That's all I'm doing. I'm flexing my ankles, rocking back and forward on my toes. And we're going to feel intense contractions based on where we are in the movement. You know what I mean? If center mass is going to be further forward, we're going to feel it a little bit more intense. And as we rock back and forth, we're going to feel how the body is going to change based on where our orientation is, okay? That's another element of exercise that gets rarely talked about. It's orientation. It's about how your body is positioned. That's why form is so important, form is so important, okay? And everybody's like, why is form important? Because form is going to put your body in the best possible scenario, okay, to perform that motion, all right? Ergonomically correct. And in doing so, we're going to engage all those secondary muscles that are essential, to helping the lift. And that is what is going to increase our strength or our performance or whatever we're looking to increase. That's why form is important. Okay, here we go. Plank ups, all right? I'm sure we've all heard of plank ups before, all right? So this is going to be performed from the standard plank position right on my toes, okay? Forearms and toes, and then I'm going to go plant my hands and do a push-up position. I'm going to come on back in, all right? We can go for 30 seconds. You can go for 5, you know what I mean? But the whole idea is that during this entire time, we're not shifting around too much, okay? We want to try to keep that core braced in this position as we're going up, all right? What I don't want to see is a lot of arching, you know what I mean? This is not effective. This is more like a pike. We want to get out there so that, like I said, so that we're positioned where center mass has to be controlled by engaging the core, all right? And then finally here, these are some of my favorite. As far as planks go, these are kind of like under the radar. These are Pilates planks, okay? I think we've performed them before. But we're going to be positioned on our back, okay? We're going to plank on our back. These are intense, okay? Very good because there's not a lot of motion going on. However, like I said, they are pretty taxing, okay? So, from our back, we are going to position ourselves so that one leg is extended out and one leg is bent like in a chair position. So I got a 90-degree ankle leg and I got a 180-degree ankle leg. Flat leg, bent leg, okay? Now, whatever leg is flat or bent, we're going to feel it, okay? Particularly that side of the obliques, all right? So, if we're performing one, let's go through the motions here, get ahead of myself. Okay, so, let's imagine that I have my left leg bent, my right leg is extended out flat. What I want to do is take my left hand, place it against my thigh, and just apply some gentle push pressure, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to push my leg all the way down, I'm just gently pushing, and then I'm gently resisting with that thigh. Okay, check it out. So, right leg up, left leg up. Using my left arm to just apply slight pressure, and then my thigh is pushing back, all right? So, try to keep my shoulders elevated off the ground as I'm holding this plank. Woo! 3, 2, 1, and time. That wasn't 30 seconds, but I couldn't hold it for any longer, right? So, let's do the other leg, okay? So, same story, same story. We'll be on our back one more time, all right? One mind's going to be bent at 90 degrees. The other leg is going to be extended out. And I'm just going to be pushing with my right hand, applying push pressure, and then applying resistance on this side right here. Okay? These are pretty intense. And like I said, they're very low impact. You know what I mean? So if you are a person that suffers from, acid reflux, and it's really difficult to perform sit-ups or crunches or anything like that, these should be beneficial. These also are not that stressful on the lower back. So if low back pain is something common, we could try these out and see if these are effective. Okay? And like I said, throughout any of these exercises, if anything gives you pain or discomfort, that's not the idea. The idea is to challenge and feel the stress of the muscles working, okay, not pain. So stop if there's pain, all right? I want you to stop, all right? Okay, and like I said, let's run all those through once. If you're feeling froggy and you want to run them back, start with the opposite stealth plank, okay? And then go back up to plank ups, and then plank rockers, and then run it back to Russian twist, and then leg lifts, and then finally finish with heel reaches. We just did a little snake, you know what I mean? Start at the top, or a U. So we start at the top, go to the bottom, and then come back up from the bottom to the top. All right. Well, I want to thank you for joining me today. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Even if you don't pay attention, click on the videos and see what Mike has to say. That's great. I love it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or want to get in touch with me, feel free to at any time, please. Please reach out. All right. Once again, my name is Mike Fetsko. I'm your wellness professional, and I hope you guys live well. I hope you have a great day.